My name is Dan Land Pro. You can find me at youtube.com, Webmaster Dan, or Dan Land Pro. Hey, the other day we did a video on a basic light, shoe light, especially for your iPhone 13 Pro Max. And we went over the bracket that you would use like a little protector and some of the things that you can do with that bracket. Now we showed it as far as how the shoe works, where you can add a basic light or microphone and stack other things and add additional pieces to it. It's very, very unique. You can do it in horizontal or vertical position. So this is just one of the examples of how it can be used. So let's get started. Now, here's an attached version of what we're talking about. You see I have it in a position where this is the camera, this is the bracket, these are the handles. Now I'm going to take these handles off and change the position to show you how this can be assembled or disassembled to your convenience, and show you some of the amazing things about this bracket that makes it a filmmaker's dream. Now, let's sit that there. Now you notice these handles come in a kit and they're not already assembled. But if you look inside, if you look right there inside, you'll see two bolts, and they have an Allen wrench that comes with this, and it's located on the top of the particular gadget. And this Allen wrench, I will put these two bolts through and it would meet this attachment here, and then I would tighten these down. Now, if I want to adjust this handle, I can loosen these bolts and adjust it at will. It depends on where I want it positioned on my bracket. You can use it vertical or horizontal, so I'm going to show you how to change the position. So now we can change the position, and you see on the bracket you have two holes here, two holes here. You can put it in any location you want and then adjust it accordingly to how you want to use it as a filmmaker in line with your particular thing. Now pay attention to your camera, because my camera was on there and when my camera holds at the top. So I'm going to move it around and I'm going to put this handle. Make sure you be careful when lining it up, because you don't want to strip those holes. So I got one handle on that side, and I'm going to put the other handle on this side. And you do the same thing when you want to change the position from horizontal or vertical. You got holes right here on the top, and you find the hole that you're most comfortable with. And the same thing with a tripod. I can use one of these holes at the bottom to put this on a tripod and have just as much control. Now you see that control there is much better than holding that iPhone in my hand trying to film. And with this cinematic effect on here now, everybody is pretty much crazy about this bracket, as well as this particular cinematic filter that's on this phone now for filmmaking. Now another amazing thing about this is, like I said, the Allen wrench come with it. So if I want to adjust this handle, so we'll go over a quick adjustment. I'll just loosen these. Those two screws I showed you earlier, I can just loosen those screws and see that handle can slide in any position that I'm comfortable with. And that's both handles. Both handles come with Allen wrench, so they have their own separate Allen wrench. And you want to put your handles where when you're up in this position, your handles are in a position where they won't fall out on the floor. So both of them on the top, got Allen wrenches both on the top. That's the amazing thing about it. And you want to make sure they're down in their grooves so you don't lose them. Now if you turn this over, most likely they're going to fall on the floor. And then you're going to be needing an Allen wrench every time you make adjustments. Now if you notice, it's a little button right here on the top of this bracket. And when I push that button, so let's say I want to take my iPhone out, I push that button, now you'll see this iPhone just slides right out of there. And you can use it back on whatever it is that you use it on. You want to be careful because you don't have your protector on there, see? And that's pretty much how it is. That bracket, that button there opens it up. So when you first put your iPhone in, you want to make sure you got your cameras, you know where your camera holes are. You see where they are. You see where your camera holes are in the bracket. See? You see your camera holes. You want to know where your camera holes are. Then you line them up Make sure they line up with that bracket. Slide it right on in, and then just click it. Now, we can tell you where to get this bracket because there's so many different sizes, and some of them for different iPhones, but they do have universals. And we're constantly building a platform where you'll be able to click the link and purchase these, or go to where they're located as far as the resources to purchase this type of bracket. It's a filmmaker's dream. And like we showed you with the basic shoe light, right here is a shoe. So you can add a microphone, you can add a shoe light, you can add anything that you might want to add, and then you can stack them on top of each other depending on the strength of your tripod. And you also have another shoe for when you're in another position. So right here on the top, so if I turn this upward, on the top where the camera is located, you also have a shoe up there. And then at the bottom here, you can screw it to a tripod. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty neat. And as you see, if you're out filming, whether you're using a tripod or not, you got a sturdy way to shoot your video, and you don't have to worry about a lot of camera shake and stabilizing. So even though you got stabilizing in your phone, you can get some pretty good shots with it. So we'll probably do a tutorial later to show you how effective this bracket is. And I suggest that any filmmaker put this in their arsenal. Hey, that's it. I'm DanLand Pro. 100 videos in 100 days. You can find me over at Webmaster Dan or DanLand Pro, YouTube.com. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Again, iPhone 13, filmmaker's dream. Till next time, peace.